I'm just going to read you a little bit from the last essay in the book, not very much, so it doesn't really lend itself to that. But the last essay in the book is really a challenge to Descartes, and it's called I Love, Therefore I Am. And by the time you get to this essay, if you read sequentially, I think you'll be with me with where we are. So I'll just read you a little bit here. So imagine if the agenda of big tech really were to make the world a better place. If non-stop advertising could be checked, if the monetizing of our every move were disallowed, if connecting people were just that, connecting people. If the news feeds were truthful and serious, not twisted and trivial, if hate speech wasn't called free speech, if the awesome power of big tech encouraged its users to take responsibility for the planet, to consume less, to travel with a lighter footprint, to look for genuinely shared collective solutions, where data could be put to good use to manage shortages, to distribute surpluses, to measure health, to spread risk, to target inequality, to use our online world to educate, not to spread lies and fakery, conspiracy theories and white supremacist outrage. The technology to change the world for the better is the technology that is in place right now. This is the best of times and the worst of times. Dystopia or utopia, nothing could be simpler. Nothing could be harder. But it's easy to manipulate human beings, isn't it? We're vain, gullible, quick to anger, interested in a quick buck, wanting to be liked, even when we're really not likable. Full of self-pity, hoping to blame the other guy. But for all our jealousies and failings, most of us have never wanted to put ourselves up for sale in the way that things have turned out. Humans are more than money. Humans are motivated by community. We're interested in helping others. We aren't just faking it, not playing for likes. Compassion is real, and the good that we are, the good that we're capable of, needs nurturing. But what in our world, and what in the world of big tech, is actively committed to nurturing us to become good citizens, good people? Big tech's here to stay, and AI is here to stay, and we will certainly augment our bodies and enhance our minds using AI tools. A hybrid form of human is certain. And as we develop, or as AI develops towards AGI, that's superintelligence, Homo sapiens might be on the way out, who knows? And if that were to happen, how could we pass on the best of what we call human nature? How would we define it? How would we demonstrate it to a non-human life form, or even to ourselves? And yet, the inner life is real. So when I lobby for the inner life as a sacred site, as a touchstone, as a place of repair, as our integrity, as our private dialogue with our developing self, as our conscience and moral compass, as the joy of discovery, as deep connection with the known and unknown worlds of both experience and imagination, as the part of us we feel will not die, because in some sense it is passed on as wisdom, as goodness, as an intergenerational reach across time, as the best of us, not least because it resists too much exposure to light, although it is light. The inner life is shy of too many visitors, but it is where we go to commune with ourselves, where we meet with the part of us that is both stillness and vibrant, a clear sound on a cold night. When I lobby for the inner life, it is because it must be nurtured by nature and culture, the twin pillars of humanity here on Earth. To turn the page over. Our connection with the planet and with the civilizations that we have created, the glories of art and architecture, of science and philosophy. We create worlds, inner worlds and outer worlds. And we need to live in both, because we're born as hybrids. We're already hybrids, we always were. We are contemplatives and doers. We imagine and we build. We get our hands dirty and yet we rise above it. Star dreamers and shit shovelers. Creatures of beauty as well as ugliness and fear. Terrible failure, impossible success.